Okay, everybody, here we are on the last leg of our cow country journey. This segment of the show, and head down Catherine Creek here. And road's not nearly as bumpy as the shaking camera indicates. Again, if any of you watch any of my other videos, you know I'm having issues right now with stabilization of both my cameras. The one on the helmet is completely useless at this point of the trip, and this is my leading camera, front part of the Ryker here. So it's pretty much this all the way into Union, and yeah, I've discovered subsequently since I shot this series of videos that yeah, not only did I have issues with the stabilization on my cameras, but I've also had the camera mounts come loose. The one on the helmet was especially bad. And, yeah, this one isn't that far behind by the looks of things, but here we're going down a long old straightaway for when you drop over the hill into Catherine Creek headed towards Union, and we'll get down here in the corners and we'll zip along through the corners here a little bit, and we'll come up on Catherine Creek State Park. And any of you that have followed any of my videos, I've got another video just on the park itself, and nice little park. If you ever get a chance to go there, well worth the trip, well worth the visit. Picnic area and camping area both. I've never used a camping area myself, but you look at it when you drive by, and it's well taken care of, well maintained, a nice little area. So anyhow, heading down the canyon here. I guess I will shut up for a little bit, say anything when there's anything of any substance mentioned, and let you just enjoy the ride as best you can. Hope nobody gets seasick watching this thing from all the bouncing. Now off there on the left, there's a little springs that stop, get yourself some drinking water if you need. Been doing it for years. Good water. Okay, and coming up on our left is going to be Catherine Creek State Park, the day use side of the park. And like I said a few moments ago, anybody's watching any of my other videos, I do a whole video on this park. It probably not terribly impressive as videos goes, but it's a nice little park, and you'd do yourself fine for having a picnic there. And then right around the corner down here, just a stone's throw, running to the RV park. And again, like I said earlier, it's just a clean, well cared for little RV parking area, camping area. Oh, if you're into that sort of thing, well, it might come up here. Try this out. There you go on the left, folks. I believe I read somewhere where they have like 10 or so spots for parking or camping in. Oh, and fishing too. You're right there next to the creek. You drowned a worm or two. Well, you got a spot to do it. So enjoy the rest of the ride here, folks. We'll speak more when we get towards town. Yeah, I gave them a nice wave for pulling over, letting me by. They weren't in any hurry, and well, I wasn't really either, but kind of nice to hot dog along at your own speed when you got a nice crooked road like this. I always tell how far away from civilization you are by the number of garbage cans you see sitting along the side of the road. All right, just to the left of us, that hillside just to the left of us, west side of Catherine Creek there. Right over the top of that is Ramo Flats and Piles Canyon. When we originally started this trip, came up Piles Canyon and came up right on the other side of what you're looking at right there on that hillside. So, as the crow flies, it's not very far. Drive around, it's a few miles. Now off in the distance there you can see the mountain working up towards Mount Emily there, west side of the Grand Ronde Valley. And then here in just a little bit we're going to take a cutoff road that kind of bypasses around Union. We'll, instead of going into Union proper, the way most normal people do, we're going to kind of skirt around the outside of town, go across Little Creek and go down the Little Creek there and come in on the north side of Union, hit the highway back to LeGrand there. Yeah, there's a good picture of Mount Emily. Well, anyhow, what we're going to do is we're going to hit this road up here, and it's a rough road. It's not going to be nearly as rough as the video indicates, owing to the fact that I'm dealing with a couple camera issues here. But if you're into motorcycle riding, good road to ride on. Easy to skirt around town. You don't have to ride through downtown. And so anyhow, now we're headed to Little Creek and then on around to the north side of Union. Again, I want to apologize for the video bounced around so much. I wish I could have a redo on this. It's been raining and thundering and lightning for the last 2 or 3 days, and looks like it's going to be doing that for another 2 or 3 days. So the only riding I'm getting done anymore is sitting here in my little studio and editing these videos. It'll be a while before I get back out this way again to shoot it proper. Okay, here we are coming into the north end of Union, not very far from the rodeo grounds, stock show grounds. In fact, if you ever want to go to another skookum little rodeo, the one they have here in Union every year, call it the livestock show, the kids, 4-H kids, FFA kids get to show and sell their prize animals, and then they have a rodeo, and it's an absolute hoot. You'll get a big kick out of it. Like I said, if you're into that sort of thing, it's fun to go and watch. Nice crowd, nice times. Have a little dab of a dance afterwards if you're into that sort of thing, and of course all the other rodeo accessories that go with it. So anyhow, here we are, north side of Union. We're headed up to the highway here. I'm just glad all of you rode along with me here on this trip. Any of you that's watched my other videos have seen this stretch of road coming in from Cove into Union, so that's nothing unusual here. But we're just finishing up here on my cow country road trip, and I'm glad you all rode along with me and spent time watching these videos. I hope this one didn't make you seasick. Sorry about the camera. Here we are, hitting the highway, headed back to La Grande. You guys have a nice day, and thanks for riding along with me.